It's currently 9:20, 7:21:24, roughly 08:47. And I was just pondering, this reminds me of my past two videos, giving the enemy the green light to oppress you. I was talking about when, well, at least referring to the black community, how somebody like Dr. Cosby and so many who the common people don't like, but yet there's no really any fault in them, except for you just don't like I tell you, like Dr. Cosby, like Dr. Cosby, like the Cosby Show. Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable was a thorough ass disciplinarian, but yet fair father. And those who are born, like my other video, why you need both parents, those who are born by women or soft men can't stand someone like Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable or like Good Times, Mr. James fucking Evans. Bitch ass dudes that was raised by feminine bitches or effeminate men can't stand men like that, and especially spoiled bitch brat women who are raised to be spoiled and entitled, never told no. They can't stand real men. But beings like that, they'll allow, as Dr. Umar even said, that's why I said maybe the school won't open, because maybe, as Samuel says, maybe, or Dawu was told, you will not build my temple. He said that it was okay to oppress or allow the oppression or the persecution of Dr. Cosby because they call him a bourgeoisie for telling black people to pull their pants up and simply put an image in front of the people that will give them an image of black people in a intelligent and respectful manner. See, it's that parent, Dr. Cosby, Heathcliff Huxtable, got it out. And they couldn't stand that, so they allowed him to be prosecuted or persecuted without any real evidence, and not even point out how one of the witnesses can't be held credible because she said, "Oh, I didn't tell, not because I fear for my life, but because he said he would destroy my acting career, which is therefore obstruction of justice. Therefore, her testimony can't even be held in court, and not to mention none of them had any real fucking testimony or even the police report or even swab samples." They tried to say some shit back in Temple, like back in like 2000. I'm like, come on, man. He was old head by that point. Like, they making up bullshit. Exactly. They had no real evidence to convict him. None. That's why he got out on the pill, because they had no real evidence to convict him. So, but the black community, especially though the one that trying to build the school, said it's cool to do this. So that's why I say, well, you can't be mad at tomorrow when you play no defense and the other team is busting your ass or even playing the game and it's like 100-0 by halftime. The very things that people allow to happen to certain beings that aren't liked, that behavior, when it comes to you, you're going to start crying about it. But you're going to have to realize that behavior has been around that whole time you were letting those beings being persecuted. That's the behavior in which you gave the green light. The green, give me the green. If only for this one night, exactly. This was the behavior in which you gave the green light to take effect. Now you see what you allowed my brethren to go through. I will require this blood from Abel to Zacharias, who they burnt in between, in between the pillars or the coffers, upon this generation. The very thing you about to be bitching about is the very thing you allowed I to go through because you don't like me because of a personal dislike that's not even that serious. That's my other video to the white people. You were forgiven for slavery, and the very things they come at us about over bullshit, you be looking like, see, that's the oppressive spirit. You mad over some words when you still owe me trillions of weight, your cops still killing me, and your citizens still harassing I on some bullshit over words when you did the most nastiest, negative shit and still owe me and not give it to me, but give it to your cousins and immigrants, all this shit. But that's some other videos. You were forgiven for slavery. But yeah, back to it. So these are the behaviors, and when it comes to them, they want to protest and cry and act all righteous and act like a victim. But these are the activities in which, when you hate somebody, you allow to happen to them, and you turn a blind eye to it. So why then, when it comes to you, the very activity you said was okay to have happen to others, now when it comes to you, it has to stop. Now when it happens to you, oh no, this isn't right. I didn't do anything. Well, so did those brethren, like Dr. Cosby, hopefully. I mean, hopefully I'm not right. But either way, well, according to the evidence, and according to, or lack of evidence, and I know, and on top of that, the positive life work, I will take a chance on that one. Hopefully, like Dr. Cosby didn't do anything, and many others, even R. Kelly kids, even though he didn't really do it, well, he made I Believe I Could Fly, and other inspirational songs from my childhood that helped mold my mind. That was our 8th grade graduation song. Who also was in jail for some false shit that really have no evidence. But this is what they allowed those who did absolutely, as you said, you did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong but simply speak truth, stand up for the people, and there's nothing in which in their history you can really say they should have this very action, which you say shouldn't happen to you, even though you allow it to happen. So therefore, you, in my other video, when you pervert justice, you become one with the beast. So actually, you do deserve it, because like how they wanted Barabbas over Jesus, you allowed inhumane, what you call it, constitutional amendment, human right, civil right violations to happen to beings who did absolutely nothing wrong. So actually, yes, you do deserve it, because you are not only allowing the perpetration of a crime, but you're supporting, because somebody hurt your feelings, the actions of negative violations. So actually, yes, you do deserve it. No, my brethren, I didn't deserve it. You 113%, 130% deserve it. Return to the side of Canada.